What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the NKO Pugilism Boxing channel where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, put it on all so you can get notified as soon as any new content drops on the channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. So this is just a bit of breaking news that I read, I think it would have been yesterday. This was a boxing scene article where Terrence Crawford, he was being interviewed, and he was expressing once again the disappointment that I'm sure all boxing fans, all real boxing fans have, that we haven't been able to see Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. Now, we all know that when it comes to the welterweight division, these are the top two guys. These are the two undefeated guys. These are the two guys that, you know, if you want to be the best in the welterweight division, you've got to beat these two guys. These are the two that are sort of two last men standing. Keith Thurman at one point was a top guy. Obviously, he lost. He got found out, gets injured a lot. Sean Porter at one time. And these are the guys. This is the fight that the boxing fans want to see, because these are the top two. These two are the best, the two best in the division. And Crawford obviously is very disappointed. He couldn't get the fight over the line. Spence has been a bit weird, like when he came back and fought Danny Garcia. They asked him, do you know why Terrence Crawford is at your fight? And he was like, I don't know, man, I don't know. He was talking about he wants to go to his horses or whatever. So what Terrence Crawford has been saying lately in this interview is that he is considering fighting the Charlo versus Brian Castano winner as his next move. So he's thinking of actually going up in weight, which it could be a good move for him. I mean, it may well be the only move that he has left, really, and it's, to me, it's kind of sad, because he's one of the pound for pound best in the world when it comes to boxing. He's definitely up there in the top. I don't know, you could say top three of the best pound for pound boxers in the world. So why on earth he struggles to get fights is beyond me. You'd think if this was a sport full of fighting men where it's about, you know, being the best and getting to the top of your respective division, you'd think people would be queuing up to fight Terrence Crawford. But evidently, nowadays that's not the case. It's all these politics and different promoters and keeping it in-house and whatever. So he's obviously struggling to get a fight, and he's come out and said, well, I've done my bit. I've tried my best to get Terrence Crawford in the ring. I can't seem to get him in the ring. If that doesn't happen, basically, if he cannot get Terrence Crawford in the ring, then he said he's going to go for the Castano versus Charlo rematch. Whoever wins that at light middleweight, then he wants to go up and fight a winner. And to me, that's a good move for him. But the boxing fan in me, I think although that's a good move for him, I still want to see Errol Spence versus him versus Terrence Crawford at welterweight. I would still much rather see that fight because I think that clears up the whole division. That clears up the argument, that answers all the questions as to who is actually the best at welterweight. I believe it is Terrence Crawford, but I think we've still got to see it happen in the ring in order to sort of get that confirmation. But yeah, so it's a bit of a shame. Obviously, we don't know if that Terrence Crawford Errol Spence Jr. fight is dead in the water, but it kind of looks that way. To me, it kind of looks as if we will never see Crawford versus Spence. I hope I'm wrong on that, but the way it looks now is that we probably won't see it. So yeah, good luck to Terrence Crawford on his light middleweight voyage, or light middleweight foray, as if that's what happens. But let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about Terrence Crawford moving up to light middleweight, trying to win another belt up there, just sort of giving up on the whole Errol Spence thing. Let me know if you think it's the right move. Let me know if you think he can be successful as a light middleweight, or whether you think it's a bad idea for him. Let me know your opinion on this. And until next time, it's MKO Pugilism over and out.